man-made satellite Explorer was injected into orbit at 22:48 hours on 31 January 1958 as part of the United States contribution to the International Geophysical Year program. This is the story of that historic launching, which will serve as a forerunner for free man's further conquest of space. The United States Army's Jupiter C stands poised on its launching pad at Cape Canaveral, a needle-nosed giant anxious to split the heavens and bear aloft a satellite dubbed Explorer, containing some 18 pounds of scientific instrumentation. For the missile scientists of Huntsville, Alabama, Ames, Iowa, and Pasadena, California, Von Braun of Army Ballistic Missile Agency, Van Allen of Iowa State, and Pickering of Caltech, for General Medeiros and all the Army men behind the missiles, for the American people, from the man in the street to the man in the White House, this is a night of hope, a night that looks into the future. Hours ago, the countdown began. X-6, and still counting. X-5, and still counting. Tonight is the climax of months of preparation, the result of Army teamwork, uniting the efforts of the Army Ballistic Missile Agency and the Jet Propulsion Laboratory of the California Institute of Technology, whose scientists are seen here conferring during a preliminary phase of the project. The Caltech team was responsible for the assembly of Explorer, for providing the two radio transmitters incorporated into the satellite. And they supplied the upper stage's high-speed assembly in a design that radically departed from previously conceived satellite launchers. A spin balance test puts the Explorer satellite and its final stage rocket through their paces. Along with this rotation launcher, a bucket of solid fuel rockets developed by the Caltech Jet Propulsion Laboratory. At firing time, the bucket will rotate in this manner, spin stabilizing the upper stages of Jupiter C like a rifle bullet. The first stage of the Army missile arrives at the Cape for test and assembly. It contains the proven Redstone missile engine, a liquid propellant power plant engineered by the Army Ballistic Missile Agency. It is the same rocket that helped solve the re-entry problem arising when the nose cone of a ballistic missile leaves outer space and strikes the relatively heavy, thick atmosphere of Earth. The main stage has a diameter of 70 inches and measures approximately 56 feet in length. It will expend itself during the ascent and separate from the upper rocket stages, falling back to Earth. During assembly, testing of the modified inertial guidance system and power plant continues in order to eliminate the likelihood of last-minute failure and to assure a stable, well-controlled flight. And at last, the main stage of Jupiter C is ready to begin its journey to the launching pad. Technicians check out instrumentation and recording apparatus in central control. Now, Army's Challenger proudly elevates her nose and readies herself for final grooming. Once in the gantry crane, she will be married to her high-speed stages, the bucket of solid fuel rockets that comprise the second stage of the Jupiter C missile system, and the third and fourth stages, which are coupled to the payload, the Explorer satellite. The first stage of the vehicle will have done its job when the satellite has reached the prescribed distance from Earth. All other stages of the rocket will increase the speed for orbiting, but they will not send Explorer to a greater height. In the gantry, final assembly is completed. The intricate and dangerous process of fueling begins. Jupiter C's specially enlarged fuel tanks are dieting tonight on a hydrazine-based exotic fuel called Hydine. No ordinary alcohol this time. The missile's special fuel will combine under pressure with liquid oxygen. In the spotlight now, Army's Jupiter C is ready, anxiety riding with her. The last stage of the countdown begins. Phone circuits are working overtime. Reports come in to central control as each detailed step is completed. Recording instruments are set in motion, and there are tense moments of delay as 11th hour adjustments are made. X-2, and still counting. Until at last the warning klaxon sounds and the launching pad is clear. Now it is X-10 seconds. X-5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Firing command. Jupiter C is coming to life. Time, 22:48 hours, 31 January, 1958. Place, Cape Canaveral, Florida, USA. The future, unlimited.